Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play the Stanley Parable. But you know what? Yeah, you know what? No, I'm not playing your game, Narrator. I'm not gonna play this game! I'm not gonna play it your way. I'm just gonna close myself right off in here.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by?
Days?
He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
Yes.
Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
What? Damn it! Looks like I can't simply refuse to play. Alright then.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
You know what? Yeah.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
That's true. These windows. You know, before, when we passed by them, they led to someplace else. But I don't have any jump feature or anything like that. But I wonder. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, I can crouch. I can crouch? I'm right by the window. Can I... Well, there doesn't seem to be a very strong barrier over here. Oh! Oops, I fell. Where am I?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
What?!
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary.
That's not what I'm doing.
The nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Are you sick of this gag? You know what? Compared with everything else you've done to me, no.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly,
Maybe.
This whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever.
Well...
Cheers.
Okay, Well, this was not what I was expecting. Can't get back up there. Can I... Alright. Unfortunately, there's really only one way to get out of this, area. And that's to begin the game again. And here we are. But I'm kind of curious now.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Boy, that AC is loud. I mean, like, in the game. But now I'm curious.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Let's see. This can be a little tricky, but you basically, as long as you get on top of this one, and then you crouch, and then you walk over here, you can easily escape again. Bye-bye! So, here we are again.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
No.
So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
You know what? Since I already know what happens when I say no, what happens when I say yes?
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like, right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly.
Hey!
What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function.
Hey!
Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. You too will become quite unbearable.
Well, What? That was mean. You know, you've killed me, you've locked me in a room, you've reset me several times, and you're just being mean. But he does make a point. Anytime I don't want to have to deal with it, I can always just start things over again. But clearly this game has an agenda. This narrator has an agenda. And I'm not having any of it. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't think so. I got your memo, buddy. But let's see.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You know what? Fuck that.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Maybe.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
It really is a nice room. Very well constructed. I do enjoy it. But okay, let's,
Yes, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
back to business, huh? Well, I don't know, maybe... I mean,
And
this
so
is
he
different.
detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
But there's an elevator here. You know what? Yeah, fuck you. I'm going to elevator. I do what I want. I mean, if I'm going to have to relive this experience many times, I may as well
But
do it
Stanley
doing...
didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Left? Okay.
Oh, no.
What?
No, it's to the right. My mistake.
I don't know if I should trust your directions here, buddy.
No,
What?
no, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
I don't
It's
know.
clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
You have to check your script.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
That looks like a car shining its light in my face. Okay, fine. What? Oh. Now the room seems familiar, but...
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
No.
Okay. We just have to get back to,
Employee
who am I
fired?
kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story
Fired.
completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this
What?
time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay. From the top.
You're restarting it on me. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Oh. What the...
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
Yes.
Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Alright. Well, I don't really trust either of those options right now. So let's poke around this way. Let's see. What's here? I like this direction a little better. Ooh, this is different. This is interesting. A little disheveled, perhaps. Oh, hey, that took me around back this way. Maybe it's this way.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
Maybe.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Hey, I was making progress. I was having more fun this time, to be sure.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All right.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Well, sure, why not? No, I'm not seeing...
Aha!
Wait.
I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
This isn't right.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Yeah, I'm kind of lost here, too. Wait, no. We haven't been here before.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Well, it was.
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all.
No?
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some
Hey.
people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh, well, if it didn't work the first 3 times... What the...
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay. Oh, well, that's normally where this story goes, but hey, this is different. I like this office. Okay, back this way. Well, this is definitely not where it was before, but... Well, maybe this line knows how to get to where the actual story
the line
is.
knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yeah!
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Will
Make
it?
sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
No, that's true. I don't really want to miss anything, especially now that it's kind of interesting. And kind of fun, actually, especially with that music. But anyway, this fern was not important before, so I'm going to leave it. Can we get the music back? That was fun. Wait.
What? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Whoa!
Ah,
Hey!
No, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Hey! I mean, that is ultimately where we need to go.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're
Well-
intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Why not? That's
Now,
not...
Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
But it's showing the way. Isn't that what you wanted?
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How
Is it?
important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
No.
And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
No, it's the only door that you've opened up to me, so... Wait, what?
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
What?
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
No?
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
Maybe.
The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know.
Do we?
I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Whoa! Well, that was confusing. Anyway, I'm out of time for this installment of Let's Play the Stanley Parable, but I hope to see you next time where...